What's it like hearing people say all these really nice things?
It's very validating. A lot of hard work has gone into this film, but so much love, truly, speaking for myself and also for the filmmakers behind it, just so much love for the storytelling and for bringing something that means so much to so many people and bringing it to the modern age is really so special.
Hollywood loves instant royalty, and Rachel Zegler seemed stamped for a dynasty before she was old enough to rent a car. One low-res YouTube clip of a high schooler belting "Shallow," one cold email answered by Steven Spielberg himself, and the teenager from Hackensack skipped every rung on the ladder straight into a $100 million remake of West Side Story. Critics showered her with superlatives, lightning in a bottle, voice of a generation. Fan pages photoshopped her into tiaras before she ever tried one on. But in Tinseltown fairy tales, the clock always strikes midnight. Within 4 whirlwind years, the same press that called her Disney's future would label her box office kryptonite. Twitter stan wars became nightly cable fodder. Studio accountants blamed her quotes for 9-figure write-downs. This is the rise and vertigo drop of Hollywood's fastest minted and fastest melted crown. How do you go from Spielberg's muse to a corporate headache in one news cycle? Grab an apple. There's poison in every bite. Back in early 2018, Spielberg's office posted an open call. Latina Maria, 15 to 25, any unknown welcome. Zegler's friends dared her to submit. She filmed "I Feel Pretty" in her school auditorium, balanced a phone on a chemistry stool, and hit send. Within weeks, she was standing under neon test lights in Brooklyn, Spielberg personally adjusting her lav mic. The director later told press he knew within 30 seconds. Fast forward to December 2021, West Side Story lands glowing 92% reviews, scores Ariana DeBose an Oscar, yet crawls to $76 million worldwide, a flop on a reported $100 million plus budget. Studio whispers blamed COVID, musical fatigue, the streaming boom, anything but the newcomer in the red dress. Still, Reddit leaks murmured that Maria's modern-day ideas clashed with Spielberg's period romance. Posts claimed late-night script huddles, a director visibly irritated. No trades confirmed the dust-ups, but the rumor stuck like stage blood. Meanwhile, Zegler's Twitter feed ballooned from 5,000 followers to 2 million overnight. Every swipe delivered a dopamine hit, and the unfiltered megaphone would soon matter more than any box office metric. Because Disney was about to slide a much bigger contract across the table, along with a very sharp double-edged sword. June 22nd, 2021. Disney tweets a single image. Rachel Zegler will star in #Snow White. The fandom splits in real time. Some cheer the end of lily white princesses. Others rage that Snow White's description, skin white as snow, is canon. Entertainment Weekly later mapped 3.4 million X-posts in 48 hours, half using the words woke, ruined, or both. Then came Peter Dinklage's viral podcast rant in January 2022, calling Disney FING backwards for celebrating a Latino lead while still portraying 7 dwarfs living in a cave. Disney scrambled, scrapping finished creature work, rewriting shoots, recasting 6 of 7 roles with average height actors labeled magical beings. Disability rights groups felt erased. Trad fans felt infantilized. Budget meters spun like slot machines. Reporters asked Zegler for comment during a Netflix carpet. She sidestepped politely. But the interview ended with a quip. "I'm just excited to play a leader, not a damsel." One sentence, pulled out of context, became the gasoline for an already lit fire. The spark would look minor compared to the inferno ignited by her own mouth a year later. Summer 2023 press junket. Clip number 1. Zegler laughs that the 1937 cartoon is creepy. Girl meets guy who actually stalks her. Clip number 2. We wrote Snow White so she doesn't dream about true love all day. Clip number 3. Happily ever after is great, but let's also pay rent. The snippets rocket across TikTok, stitched by creators who lip-sync the barbs over scenes of the classic kiss. Within days, #NotMySnowWhite trends on 13 platforms. Disney Damage Control goes DEFCON 2. Godot and Zegler are paired only with child interviewers. Sound bites are capped at 90 seconds. New trailers bury romance jokes under CGI for a spectacle. Yet each red carpet microphone becomes a high-wire act. Late-night host prod, do we still get a prince? And every nuanced answer is clipped into algorithm-ready outrage. By fall, Marketing focus groups show unlikable lead actress as the top obstacle for mothers planning family outings, an unheard of stat in Disney princess history. Internally, some execs float delaying release until after the election cycle. Bean counters balk at accruing still more interest on ballooning loans. The storm was already loud, then geopolitics cranked the volume to 11. March 4th, 2024, first full trailer drops. Under her own retweet, Zegler adds 6 words, and always remember, free Palestine. Let's explode, so do threats. Co-star Gal Gadot, an IDF veteran, stays publicly silent, but Variety later reports Disney quietly doubled her security after death threat spikes. Producer Mark Platt allegedly flies to New York within 24 hours. Urging deletion, Zegler declines. Suddenly, Snow White press days resemble hostage negotiation briefings. Publicists seat Gadot and Zegler on opposite couches. Shared TV spots are axed. Conservative commentators call for boycotts. Progressive activists accuse Disney of muzzling a Latina voice. The studio erects the smallest premiere in modern Disney history. No QA, just flashbulbs and a curtain. Gossip blogs lap up every rumor that Gadot demanded zero joint press, that Zegler's contract forbids political clauses, that Disney inserted a hidden morals addendum for new hires. Most claims vaporize under scrutiny, yet the narrative calcifies. Snow White's set is a proxy war zone. Meanwhile, the ledger grows monstrous. Pandemic stoppages too. Writers strike 148 days, actors strike 75 days, dwarf to creature overhaul. Plus VFX vendors rotating in and out drive the final production price tag to a rumored $270 to $300 million, nearly triple the 1937 original's entire lifetime gross, inflation adjusted. Marketing. Say insiders, adds at least another 100. The arithmetic is brutal. To hit profit, the film needs $800 million. Only 6 non-superhero films have crossed that line since 2015. Release dates shift like Jenga blocks. March 2024 becomes November, then spring 2025. Each bump means renewed billboard buys and renegotiated theme park tie-ins. Annual shareholder calls press CEO Bob Iger on ROI. He responds with confident buzzwords about modernizing legacy IP. Investors nod, gritting teeth. Internally, one distribution memo nicknames Snow White Project Glass Coffin, gallows humor for a film that can't afford sunlight. Opening day would prove the joke prophetic. Weekend of March 21st, 2025. Snow White opens with $42.2 million domestic, Disney's smallest live-action princess debut since Cinderella, 2015, despite 4,300 screens and surge-priced IMAX. International adds another $44 million, totaling $87 million worldwide and triggering Monday morning headlines like The Guardian's sleepy start. Forbes calls it a princess without a Prince Charming opening. Analysts note strongest turnout in conservative red states. Irony for a movie dogpiled as too woke. Week 2 dropped 66%, the steepest plunge for any Disney remake outside Mulan's pandemic release. By week 6, the domestic cum stagnates at $85.7 million. Worldwide stalls below $200 million, less than the marketing line item. Disney officially shelves spin-off ideas, no streaming miniseries, no Dwarf World holiday special. Licensing teams divert resources to safer bets. Frozen 3 toys, Grogu plushies. The ripple effect slams vendors who banked on Apple-themed merch, now headed for outlet shelves at pennies on the dollar. As blame game op-eds swirl, Zegler grants Entertainment Weekly a long-form profile. She recounts white executives asking if she was legit Latina during the West Side Story cabal. Do you want me to bring my abuelita? And insists she'll never apologize for speaking her mind. The story earns sympathy headlines, but refreshes another controversy cycle around authenticity and privilege. Talent agencies quietly shift her heat index from A-list to caution flag. Offers pivot from tent poles to prestige stage work. She signs for a summer 2026 West End revival of Evita, a move some see as retreat, others as image rehab. Streaming giants still circle, talent that raw doesn't stay idle, but sources whisper about mandatory social strategy clauses written into prospective contracts. Disney, nursing what deadline pegs as a potential $350 million write-down after ancillaries, pauses all news on live-action Tangled and Pocahontas. Consumer products execs openly debate whether princess fatigue is real or just bad press. Either way, A once invincible formula feels dented. And the actress at the center? She tweets a single line the night box office totals freeze. Grateful for the lessons, onward. The replies are a war zone. Rachel Zegler's orbit illustrates the 2020s career equation, talent times algorithm. Controversy plus cost overruns equals fate. She didn't create Hollywood's identity poker, political landmines, or IP gold rush. She merely collided with all three at tweet speed. Her arc warned studios that a single star's unscripted half sentence can vaporize millions in ad spend, and warned stars that a single studio's friendly handshake can morph into a non-disparagement clause overnight. Will she rise again? Hollywood's amnesia is legendary, and comeback stories sell tickets. A triumphant turn on a London stage, a limited series Emmy, one perfectly handled talk show moment, and the crown might refashion itself. Yet the moral lingers. In 2025, the audience is not an audience. It's a jury in everyone's pocket, delivering verdicts in real time. Some fairy tales end with true love's kiss. Others end with shareholder write-offs and a crash course in media literacy. For Rachel Zegler, the mirror has already answered who's the fairest, and the answer for now is wait and see.